Good afternoon, my dear students. This week we have a new concept and a new story. So we're going to talk about immigration. The essential question is, why do people immigrate to new places? In the beginning, let's know what's the meaning of immigrate. Immigrate means to go to a new country to work and live there, to start a new life in a new country. Look at this picture. This is History Street. Welcome to History Street. Many immigrants moved here and worked on this New York City street. They came for many reasons. Why did they came here to this street? Immigrants dreamed about new jobs. What's the meaning of immigrants? The immigrants, they are the people who immigrate to new countries. So the immigrants dreamed about new jobs. They felt there were lots of opportunities. What's the meaning of opportunities? Opportunities means a chance for something good to happen. They believed their lives would be better in the new country. So the title of our story is Sailing to America. The genre of the story is historical fiction. What's the meaning of historical fiction? The historical fiction, it's a made-up story, but it takes place or it took place in the past. It has illustrations that show historical details. What's the, like what? Like look at here, like historical clothes, like historical places. Look at here. You can open page number 126 in your books to find the meaning of the genre of the story, and you can highlight it. What's the meaning of historical fiction? It's a made-up story that takes place in the past. It has illustrations that show historical details. And it has beginning, middle, and end. And the stories here, look at here, the story and characters are made up, but the events could happen in the real life. The events in the historical fiction happened a long time ago, so it happened in the past. Look at here, the illustrations show details about how people lived in the past. Now we're going to take the vocabulary. So you can open your book, page number 116, 117. I was looking for the page. 116, 117. Prepare your sticky notes and your pencil to write the meanings of the words. The first word here is arrived. Arrived. If you arrived, you got to where you were going. Now, if I'm in my way to school, if I got to school, that means I arrived to school. So arrived means to got to where you were going, to got where you were going. What's the meaning of arrived again? If you arrived, you got to where you were going. Like, Aunt Sophie was so happy when we arrived at her house. They got to her house. They arrived. They got where they were going. Whispered. Whispered means speaking in a very quiet voice. If I want to tell you a secret, I will whisper the secret to you. What's the meaning of whispered? Whispered means spoken in a very quiet voice. Again, whispered means spoken in a very quiet voice. Like, Trudy whispered the plan to Josh so no one else could hear. So what's the meaning of whispered? To talk with a very quiet voice. Immigrated. We said this week we're going to talk about immigration. Here we have two words about immigration, immigrated and immigrants. The immigrated means to go to a new country to live there. The immigrants are the people who go to a new country to live. So immigrated means to have come to a new country to live. Look at here, many people immigrated to the United States from other countries, and even here in Saudi Arabia, many people immigrated to Saudi Arabia from other countries. Inspected, what's the meaning of inspected? Inspected means to look at something closely and carefully. So inspected means to have looked at something closely and carefully. Inspected means to have looked at something closely and carefully. Stacy inspected the pine cone carefully. Moment. Moment, it's very easy. Moment. A moment is a very short amount of time. The moment is a very short amount of time. Look at here. The match stayed lit for a moment and then it went out. The match stayed lit for a moment and then it went out. Opportunity. An opportunity is a chance for good things to happen. In the beginning, I need you to repeat the word after me. Opportunity. Opportunity. An opportunity is a chance for good things to happen. We said the people or the immigrants, they felt there were lots of opportunities in the new countries. So what's the meaning of opportunity? Opportunity is a chance for good things to happen. Our class had an opportunity or chance to visit the museum. Photographs. Photographs are pictures taken with a camera. The photographs are pictures taken with a camera. I like to look at old family photographs. I like to look at old family photographs. Valuable, something that is valuable. It has the same meaning like precious. Valuable and precious are the same. Something that is valuable, it's worth a lot of money or means a lot to someone, even if it doesn't worth a lot of money, but it means a lot to someone. There are valuable papers, valuable pictures. They don't worth a lot of money, but it means a lot to us. So valuable means, repeat after me, valuable, valuable. Something that is valuable, it's worth a lot of money or means a lot to someone. Look at yours. The card I made is very valuable to my grandmother. So let's revise the words and write their meaning here again. What's the meaning of arrived? To get or to got. If you arrived, you got. Where you were going. Immigrated. To come to a new country to live. Inspected. To look at. Something closely and carefully. Moment, short amount of time. Opportunity. Opportunity means a chance for good things to happen. Photographs. Pictures taken by camera without capital letter. Pictures taken by a camera. Valuable, something worth a lot of money or means a lot to someone. So worth a lot of money or means a lot to someone. Whispered means talk with a very quiet voice. Let me erase them all. That's complete. Now get your turn practice book. We're going to solve the vocabulary page. Then we will take the vocabulary strategy. Today is 2021. Today is 10th of October 2021. Open your turn practice book, page number 61. I already put some sentences for you, but you can write your own sentences. It's up to you, but they must be correct. Arrive to get where you were going, whisper to talk with a very quiet voice, photographs, pictures taken by the camera, immigrated people who come to live in a new country or who go to live in a new country, inspected to look at something closely and carefully, moment, short amount of time, valuable means a lot to someone or deserve a lot of money, opportunity, a chance for good things to happen. Use a word from the books to answer each question, then use the word in a sentence. What is another word for speaking in a very soft voice? It means whispered. I put it in a sentence here. The boy whispered the secret to his best friend. The boy whispered the secret to his best friend. This is the first sentence. What are the pictures taken by a camera? The pictures taken by the camera are the photographs. So let's write photographs. We can say we enjoyed looking at the photographs of our family vacation. I forgot to put periods. Okay. What word might describe a chance for good things to happen? Opportunity. So let's write opportunity and put it in a sentence. Going to a new school is an opportunity to meet new friends, and period at the end. Begin with capital letter and put period at the end. What is another word for a short amount of time? Moment. We only had a moment before the bus arrived. What word might describe something that is worth a lot of money? Valuable. The valuable necklace was made with diamonds and silver, and periods at the end. Period, only one period, not periods. What is another word for looked at something closely? It means inspected. Like after the butterfly landed on her arm, she carefully inspected its wings. She looked at them closely and carefully. What word might describe that? You get to where you were going, arrived. Like we should start with capital letter. Wait here. Capitalize the W, okay? Capitalize all the first letter in the sentences. Here we arrived at the airport an hour before, not an hour before our departure time. Not an hour, it's an hour before. our departure time. What is another word for came to a new country? Immigrate. Immigrated. My grandparents immigrated to the United States from Egypt. Now we have a vocabulary strategy. We're going to take it, then we will solve the page. What's the meaning of similes? I need you to concentrate. Do you remember when we took the metaphors? The metaphors means when we say two different things are alike. The similes will compare two things that are different using the words like or as. We will use the words like or as. The similes are different from everyday language. Like when we say here, her cheeks, do you remember the metaphors? We didn't use like or as, but here we're going to use a word like. Oh, it's very thick. We're going to use a word like or as. Do you remember the metaphors like the girl is a walking dictionary, for example? This is a metaphor because we didn't use like or as. But when we compare two different things by using like or as, these are similes. So the similes are compare two things that are different using the words like or as. Her cheeks were like red roses. Here we have her cheeks and like red roses. So they compared her cheeks to the red roses by using the word like. The similes, when two things are compared using like or as, these are the similes. Sweet as a honeybee. Here we use the word as. Roar like a lion. So here we have he roared like a lion. Busy as a bee. If you are very busy, you can say, I'm busy as a bee. Sparkle, look at the shoes. It sparkle like diamonds. Here we compare the shoes to the diamond by using the word like. Here, for example, if we say he or she is busy as a bee, we compare he or she to the bee. Hungry as a bear. I'm very hungry. I'm hungry as a bear. Here I compare myself to the bear by using the word as. It's flat as a pancake. Here we compare something to the pancake by using the word as. Hard as a rock, for example, the fruit is hard as a rock. It's really hard, or not the fruit, maybe the wall, maybe the book, or the pillow. If it's a hard pillow, we can say it hard as a rock. So the similes compare, you can find it in your reading book, page number 127. The simile compares two very different things. It uses the word like or as. This is a simile. Her cheeks were like red roses. Similes are different from everyday language. When we read the story, we're going to take the similes inside. Now, open your reading book, page number 67. Your turn practice book, page number 67. Vocabulary strategy, similes. Read each sentence below, underline the things that are compared in each simile. Then write what the simile means on the line. Lan was as white as ghost. Here they said, Lan was as white as a ghost. This means she was very white, or what do you think? She was white as a ghost. As the ghost, that means she was scared. because we compared to the ghost. That means she was scared. The gold rush swept across America like wildfire when gold was found in 1848. So the gold rush and the wildfire, because they said the gold rush sweep across America like wildfire. So what's the meaning here? That's mean the gold rush spread quickly across the country like the wildfire, because the wildfire spread quickly. The future was as open as the land. Here they said the future was open like what? Like the land. What's the meaning here? It means the future was unknown because it's open like the land, so it was unknown. The gold shined like the sun. They said here the gold is like the sun. So what's the meaning here? What do you think? The gold shined very brightly like the sun. Down in the mine, it was as black as night. So the mine, do you know what's the meaning of mine? There are places underground. They work there to find gold and maybe diamond and precious minerals or precious rocks. Here, down in the mine, it was as black as night. So here we have the mine and the night, because they said the mine was black as what? As night. So the mine and the night. So it means the mine was very dark. The mine was very dark. So what's the meaning of similes again? The similes is comparing two different words by using as or like. Thank you for listening, grade 3. See you later.